Welcome back to Laura's Travel Talk. In this series, we will highlight each of the 50 U.S. states with a random state each week and count down the top 5 things to do in each of those states. This week, we're going to Mississippi, the Magnolia State. So let's get started. Mississippi's geography is varied and it's beautiful. The western border of the state is defined by the Mississippi River, one of the longest and most important rivers in North America. Then you have floodplains and the Mississippi Delta, which is known as the birthplace of the blues, and they stretch alongside of the river. And then you can move inland and you find more rolling hills and forests and places for great outdoor activities like hiking and hunting and fishing. And then finally, the southern part of Mississippi is home to the Gulf Coast, where sandy beaches and coastal towns provide a laid-back atmosphere and plenty of opportunities for water-based recreation. So let's get into this. Let's start with Mississippi's food scene. It is a true reflection of its southern roots. The state is famous for its catfish, often fried to perfection and served with hush puppies and coleslaw, po' boy sandwiches, crawfish boils, and of course, no trip to Mississippi would be complete without trying some southern classic dishes like fried chicken and barbecue sandwiches. For dessert, do not miss out on a slice of caramel cake, serving of meringue pie, either one. They're both beloved southern treats. Let me tell you about that caramel cake. I have a friend, you know who you are, Miss M. She used to bring him to work for us when we used to work together, and she ruined me for every cake for the rest of my life. That thing is yummy good. So let's hop over to number 4. Sports. Sports are a big part of life in Mississippi, especially at the University of Mississippi, better known as Ole Miss. The school sports teams, known as the Rebels, have a long and storied history, particularly in football. The Ole Miss Rebels have won several Southeastern Conferences, SEC, championships, and have a passionate fan base that fills Vaught Hemingway Stadium on game days. The Grove is a famous tailgating spot on the Ole Miss campus, and it is considered one of the best tailgating experiences in the country. Beyond football, Ole Miss has competitive teams in basketball and baseball, as well as other sports, making it an essential part of Mississippi's cultural fabric. So perhaps Mississippi's most enduring legacy is its contribution to American music. The Mississippi Delta is recognized as the birthplace of the blues, and this state has produced some of the greatest blues musicians in history, including Robert Johnson, Muddy Waters, and B.B. King. Oh, I love that sound. The Mississippi Blues Trail, with its markers and museums, offers a journey through the history and multiple states of this uniquely American art form. So let's take a peek at some of the history of Mississippi. Mississippi's history is deeply intertwined with the history of the United States. The state is known for its antebellum architecture, with many historic homes and plantations that offer a glimpse into the past. By the way, antebellum actually means ante, before, bellum, war, so before war homes, but has evolved into more of a multi-level porches, big old columns, old money, and plantations. So it leaves a sour note with some folks. Mississippi also played a significant role in the Civil War, with several key battles fought on its soil. Visitors can explore Civil War battlefields such as Vicksburg National Military Park to learn more about this tumultuous time in the 1860s in our American history. And of course, the number one most important site in the state of Mississippi is the Mississippi River, which gives the state its name. It's more than just a natural boundary. It has been a vital artery for commerce, transportation, and culture for centuries. The river stretches over 2,300 miles from Minnesota all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico, and it has shaped the history and economy of the entire region. In Mississippi, the river is particularly significant for agriculture, providing the rich alluvial soil that makes the Delta one of the most productive farming areas in the country. The river is also a major source of recreation with opportunities for boating, fishing, and riverboat cruises. And if you hang out around the Gulf of Mexico and go over to Biloxi, if you're a gambler, they have 11 casinos with Harrah's, the Hard Rock, the Beau Rivage, and the Golden Nugget. So it's a fun place to visit. I hope you're enjoying these videos on my 50 United States. And I'll put up a link to my latest video and you can subscribe and give it a thumbs up. But from the mighty Mississippi River to the soulful sounds of the Delta Blues, Mississippi was a cool state to look at with its history, culture, and natural beauty. And if you're exploring the landscapes or delving into the past, or savoring some of the delicious Southern cuisine, Mississippi has a lot to offer. So don't forget to follow us on our journey, and maybe next week the state will be one of your favorites. In the meantime, don't eat too much cake.